Hello everybody, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to learn how you can improve your fingerstyle technique if you're a beginner or just starting out. This video is divided into three parts. Number one, are fingernails really necessary to play fingerstyle? Number two, the exercises I will be showing you to improve your fingerstyle technique. And number three is a list of songs that you can practice and have fun with while you learn this technique. So let's get started with the first one. When I was starting out, the biggest dilemma I had that do I need to really grow my fingernails to play fingerstyle guitar? And as I progressed, I learned that the answer is actually a yes and a no. Yes, in case you're playing an acoustic guitar for the first time, you don't want to go bare fingers with the acoustic steel strings because it will be a very painful experience for your picking hand. Instead, you should try to grow out your fingernails, and if it works out, you can go to a parlor and add on some false or say acrylic nails for fingerstyle picking. When it comes to a classical guitar, you don't really need to grow your fingernails. You can actually play that with a bare skin. This will give you a very warm and a very deep kind of a sound. Now, if you try to grow your fingernails and play it, it will actually sound very bright and a very sharp tone will be produced. So what I did as I progressed along is that I grew out my fingernails to such a length that whenever I pluck a string, both the skin and the fingernail would hit the string. This is a very common technique used by players like Anna Vidovich. But if you want to play with a finger pick like Tommy Emmanuel does, he uses actually a thumb pick like this one and he plays with his bare fingers. Now if you want to learn more about thumb picks or finger picks, you can simply click on the card above over here, or I will also give you the link of the video in the description down below. Now let's start with the finger picking exercises. In these exercises, we'll be using our thumb, our index, our middle and our third finger. The fourth finger is either left hanging or you can just anchor it down on the guitar body itself. But if you're too uncomfortable in doing that, no worries. You can simply let it float around. Okay? Alright, so for the first exercise, we're going to just use our thumb for the sixth, the fifth and the fourth string, the first finger for the third string, the second finger for the second and the third ring finger for the first one. No need to hold any chord, but if you want, you can definitely do that. So for the first one, we are going to go a simple downstroke on the sixth with our thumb, downstroke on the fifth with our thumb, a downstroke on the fourth with our thumb, a first upstroke with our first finger on the third string, a upstroke with our second finger on the second string, and an upstroke with our third finger on the first string. For example, next we are going to use our first and our second finger to play upstrokes only 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 on each string, and then go all the way up to the 6th string and then come back again to our first string. For example, now let's come back to the first string. Try to do this as slow as possible. Remember, this is an exercise, not a race. Next, we're going to take our thumb and our both first, second and third fingers and try to coordinate between them. First, we're going to pick our 6th string with our thumb, 3rd string with our first, 5th string with our thumb, then 2nd string with our second finger, fourth string with our thumb, and finally first string with our third finger. Let's play that again. Next, we will pick two strings at the same time. First, we're going to put our thumb on the sixth, our first finger on the third, and plug them together. Next, we're going to put our thumb on the fifth and second finger on the second string. Next, we're going to go with the thumb on the fourth string and the third finger on our first string. In this exercise, we're going to go one beat on the bass string, followed by third and second string, then again a bass note followed by third string but the first string. For example, now for the fifth string, only the bass. Fourth string. Another bonus exercise over here is that we can play a bass note and then alternate with our treble notes. For example, sixth string, third string, sixth string, second string, sixth string, third string, sixth string, and now your first string. So it will sound something like this exercise can actually be played over any chord and it will sound really great. You can also switch the basses, not necessarily with the sixth string, but with the fifth string also. If you're playing an E chord, you may stick with the sixth string. If you're playing an A minor or an A chord, you will go with your fifth string. And if you're just playing a D chord or a D minor chord, you will go with your fourth string as your bass note. Just remember the bass note of all chords and you will do great. Now let's look into the songs that we can practice to improve our fingerstyle technique. These can be divided into easy, medium and hard songs. For the easy ones, I would recommend the intro of Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. Just the first few seconds, not the hard part. Number 2 can be the intro of Unforgiven. Just hold on to that A minor chord and let it ring. Number 3 can be Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. Very few simple chords and a very similar pattern. For the medium ones, I would recommend Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses, Paradise City by Guns N' Roses, Stairway to Heaven, but don't play that in the music store, you might get banned. And you can go Dream On by Aerosmith. You can also go with Blackbirds by the Beatles. You can also go with Imagine by John Lennon. So these are the medium level songs that you can play. Now comes the hard part. For the hard ones, the first one which comes to my mind is The Call of Cthulhu by Metallica. Hope I pronounce it correctly. And the next one is your all the classical arrangements by Beethoven, by Bach, and by any other flamenco guitarist that you can find on the internet. So that's how you can improve your fingerstyle technique. If you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and please do subscribe to my channel because I try to upload videos every week and every month. Till then, keep playing and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye.